ChatGPT is not your trusted real estate advisor.
You're listening to Home Sellers Advantage. I'm your host, Aaron Zapata.
And I'm your other host, Todd Anderson. We are the Bald Brothers team at Impact Realty Group with Real Broker, and we are here to give you the Home Sellers Advantage.
You can find us online at www.baldbrothers.tv. Again, that's baldbrothers.tv.
Or you can call us at 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253.
Not even close. Hey, welcome back to the show. We're so glad you're here. We have officially entered into the AI era, and we are seeing ChatGPT and other AI places like Claude and things like that. Perplexity.
Yeah, we are in the AI era where we don't know oftentimes if we're talking to a real person or if the real person we're talking to is getting that information from AI.
Yes.
You know, the other day, I discovered a new band that I started listening to, and I thought, these guys are incredible.
Best.
Their music is so good. I can't believe I haven't heard of them before.
They never make a mistake.
And then I come to find out that the whole thing is an AI project.
AI project. Yeah.
Not real.
Not real.
I mean, the music is real, but it's generated by a computer.
Are you sure? Are you sure? So we're talking about AI today, and the reason we're bringing it up is because there have been some news headlines about people using AI to sell their homes, to do other things, and let's just get this out of the way real quick. We're not talking about selling your home using AI. And the reason this show is not about that is we don't believe that we are quite there yet, and we are not feeling like as an agent, group that, or as a team, that we are competing against an AI agent who wants to sell the home.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not talking about that.
Yeah. No.
But we are talking about the use of AI
to get information. Yeah.
About the transaction and all of the things that maybe you used to ask Uncle Bob about, but now you ask ChatGPT.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, personally, right?
ChatGPT is your new Uncle Bob.
Yes. We're going to put a t-shirt together. ChatGPT is Uncle Bob. No, like
Bob's your uncle.
But the difference between Uncle Bob and ChatGPT is that Uncle Bob has real life experience, whereas AI has never experienced life.
And Uncle Bob doesn't care whether or not you like him or not.
Yes.
ChatGPT is very affirming.
Yes.
ChatGPT wants to be your friend. ChatGPT does not want you to be angry with ChatGPT. And so ChatGPT has a tendency to affirm the things that you tell it.
Now, I will say this. I don't think that's just a ChatGPT thing. I've used Manus and Claude and Base 44. I've used all of these platforms, and they all make me feel great about, typing that next line
your
and getting that next
and
answer,
the
right?
trajectory you're on.
Yeah, you're so good.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Amazing.
We agree. You're on the right track.
Yeah.
That's really smart of you.
But
that's
I want to do this.
of you.
Well, that's good too, And so we actually decided to run an experiment today.
Yeah, this is fun.
To see if ChatGPT would tell us the same thing.
Yeah.
So especially when it comes to pricing a home.
So the scenario, we had to run it from, Aaron had to run it from his account, one query, and then I had to run it from my account because we wanted ChatGPT to give advice based off of somebody from a seller's perspective and advice from a buyer's perspective. So we had to use two separate accounts because if Aaron used his same account, it would know he's asking, both sides of the same equation. So we had to ask the same type of question, but from a different perspective, from a seller's perspective and from a buyer's perspective. And the results are quite interesting.
They are. And I have heard this already kind of in the marketplace among agent chatter. And so we thought we'd bring this to you.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT definitely wants to affirm the direction you're going in. So I asked ChatGPT to help me determine a correct listing price for a specific property here in the city where we're located in Placentia. And I wanted to, use other comps and things like that. And so it went out and it did an evaluation In fact, it thought for all of 26 seconds and produced a result. And in particular, this property said that I should list it at $1,199,000. So just $1,000 short of 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So let's just go with that 1.2. It's easy to remember, easy to write down if you're taking notes, which you probably aren't because you have some AI note taker taking notes for you. 1.2 is what it suggested. And it gave me all the details about the property because those things are pretty much public knowledge, which was great. And it said that the 1.2 price is slightly below the stronger recent comps, but above some of the weaker comps. And that price gives me an attractive price to increase traffic without leaving any money on the table. So it ended up telling me that, the likely sale value is somewhere between 1.19, and 1.24. So all the way up to 1,240,000 told me that is, a likely price that we could go up to. But the best market price to start at would be the 1.2 price.
Yeah.
So I feel confident.
Yeah, so the seller side listed at 1.2, and you'll probably sell it for likely a bit more is basically
That's right,
the overall.
We're not leaving any money on the table.
So then I took at my account with ChatGPT, and I gave the exact same address, and I gave the price. And I said, is $1,199,000 too much to buy this home for?
Am I overpaying?
And ChatGPT came back and said, well, it depends. It depends on the condition and nearby sales and that sort of stuff. And it kicked out some values of things that are happening in the community. And let me just cut to the chase. It said, this is the quick analysis. If the house has a remodeled kitchen and baths, a newer roof, HVAC, windows, good curb appeal, no major deferred maintenance. In other words, if this is like an HGTV home and it's move-in ready, turnkey, then 1.199 is within the range of reasonableness, although it would likely be towards the upper end of value. In other words, yeah, it's you're probably not overpaying as long as it is fully upgraded, and even then you're probably paying at the top end of value. Whereas his side said start there and you're going to go up from there.
Yeah.
Then it continued. And it said that if the house is largely original from the 1960s, so it was built in the 1960s, or needs any sort of significant updating, then I'd probably view the $1.199 million as an aggressive price, and I'd be looking closer to $1,050,000 to the 1.12 range. So significantly lower.
70 to 100 and some thousand less.
So now this is the issue. If you have a seller that is coming from this perspective and you have a buyer coming from this perspective, there's a massive gap in between of perceived value, and both have gotten their perceived value from ChatGPT or Claude or, Grok or one of these other AI platforms. Yeah.
And so that's where we run into conflict.
And that's where we run into conflict, and homes fall out of escrow.
Yeah, because people are using AI to try to determine something as grand as a purchase of a real asset that you're going to move your family into.
Yeah.
And so therein lies the difficulty, and why we started out saying that ChatGPT is not your trusted your real estate advisor.
Yeah.
Because they don't know all of the circumstances.
It's great for creative ideas,
Yeah.
What can we do with this space?
Writing music.
Right. As I mentioned
creating
at the beginning.
bands.
Yeah, making pictures. But like within the real estate space, it might be great at coming up with some ideas for decoration and different things. And honestly, if you're not trying to tell it to give you an opinion based off of a preconceived notion, you can use it to get some information about the community. Absolutely, to get some facts and figures. But when it comes to affirming an opinion that you're putting into it, it is going to do everything possible to affirm your opinion.
Yes. And now keep in mind, this experiment, I didn't give it a price. I did the query first, and I said, where should I price this? And it told me 1.2. And then he went in and used that price under his query, separate, no history of this search, same address and said, "What do you think?" And it said,
I said, "Am I overpaying?"
Yeah, right. Yeah. Am I overpaying? Yes, you're overpaying. So when it comes to buying and selling, there are agents that have years and years and years of experience. And AI is a great supplement, but it is a supplement to the experience that an agent brings to the table.
It is not a replacement.
That's right. And so we have recently come into situations where we believe that, you can upload your home inspection to Claude or to ChatGPT and say, "What do you think?" And it's going to spit out all of this stuff back, but it doesn't know all of the specifics. It hasn't visited the house. It hasn't seen the textures. It hasn't gone through all the rooms like your home inspector did. And so we really want to encourage you in purchasing a property that you reach out to and lean into the experience of your realtor and or older people that have gone before you that have also bought and sold property.
Yeah, more seasoned people.
Yeah,
we'll say
more seasoned, salt and pepper.
Yeah. So you bring up a very interesting point.
Are you ChatGPT? Because you're affirming me.
I'm affirming you, but
that's a great point.
But, I just affirm you all day long. I just want to make you feel good about yourself. No, but the fact is that the inspection report, because the fact is, if you have never been to a home and you just read the inspection report, you will assume that home is a death trap based off the inspection report.
And you're going to die.
You're going to die. You cannot survive staying in this home. But and so if you were to just upload that to ChatGPT or one of these other AI platforms, it's going to have the same opinion. It has not been to the house, hasn't lived in the house. It doesn't have the knowledge to understand that, yes, although this is called out, it's probably not as big a deal as it makes it appear on the inspection report. Now, to the buyer, that's up to you what is important and what isn't. But when you don't have all the information, you're going to come to different conclusions.
Yeah. And so don't let an inanimate object that appears to have intelligence override your common sense. Okay?
Do not be adamant about your inanimate object.
Yes. If you know you're getting a house for your family and it's a good deal and you know it, don't run it through ChatGPT and expect them to, affirm everything you say. They might be like, "No, you're still overpaying." But if you were to ask, "Hey, I'm thinking about paying more. Do you think I'm going to, would it overpay?" ChatGPT probably would have said to you, "You could pay a little bit more. You won't regret it in the end." Right? It's just so responsive to how you prompt it. So
what you can do is prompt ChatGPT at the beginning, say, "Make me feel good about my decision." Okay, now,
basically, that's what it's doing automatically.
I'm paying $1.199. Is that a good price? Yes, it's a great price.
Absolutely a great price. You could pay more. You could pay twice that much, and you'd still be good. So a couple other things. Your home inspection, when it comes to repair items, you might go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I'm not sure which items are important to repair. Which do you think?" And ChatGPT might come back with a list of things that are irrelevant, but you believe it. And so you're like, no, you're like, we have to negotiate this. And so we just want to caution you. AI is not a replacement for real life experience when it comes to the real estate transaction.
Aye,
matey. Not AI, but aye. Yes. We should do one with accents and talking accents.
I'm horrible with accents.
Sure you are. So, you grew up in Japan. You think you'd have a little bit of an accent.
Yeah, well, I can't do like the European accents or maybe a Swedish accent, don't you know?
Is that Swedish?
I don't know.
Minnesotan?
That's a Minnesotan.
Yeah, okay, because not all Minnesotans are from Sweden.
Lutefisken lefsa.
Anyway, we're just buying time here, so we're going to let you go. But in the meantime, if you are looking at buying or selling a property, we do want to encourage you to give us a call at 833-305-BALD. I have my wig hat on today.
And I do not.
You probably couldn't tell, but just wanted to point that out. And we are selling homes. We have closed quite a few homes this year. We're almost halfway through the 2026 year, and we're looking for more sellers that we can help you through this process. Perhaps you're going through probate and you're about ready to get that point where you can hire a realtor. We'd love to talk to you. Perhaps you've inherited a house. and you are trying to figure out what to do with it. We can do a date of death analysis for you to determine the value that it was on the date of death, and then we can walk you through some steps. And also another deal that we're currently working on is a reverse mortgage sale. Actually, we got 2 of them. That they inherited homes that have reverse mortgages, and those are really important to call your realtor and don't just give that home back.
Do not lose when the person who has the reverse mortgage passes away. Do not lose that home to the bank. The beneficiary should be able to benefit from the sale of that home.
For sure. So just wanted to encourage you to think through those scenarios. And if you have anything like that, or you know somebody who's going through a situation like that, have them give the Bald Brothers team a call. And until you do, you know what we do, Todd?
We sell homes.
All right. Thanks for watching today, for listening. Like and subscribe if you felt this was helpful. And we look forward to giving you more information in our next episode. And until then, God bless. Thanks for listening to the Home Seller's Advantage. The Bald Brothers team is a licensed DBA of Real Broker, licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, number 02022-092. Again, we do not give any real estate, legal, or financial advice. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can call us at 833-305-BALD, or you can reach us online at baldbrothers.tv. Equal housing opportunity.